Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to the SciShow, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for failed YouTube content creators. If that's you, I appreciate you. We are here to take a look at a couple of heroes, starting with Chloris, the hero of the month for September. Now, I cannot possibly live with myself if I continue without commenting on how freaking ridiculous this thing looks. Reminds me of myself on Friday night, went out, got a little bit smashed, rolled around in something sticky, covered myself in papaya leaves, had sex with some fairy floss or possibly cotton candy, if that's what you call it, and then fell over in a garden. It is just ridiculous. It also reminds me of what I woke up to on Saturday morning after I got absolutely smashed. Anyway, let's not go there. Let's get on to this hero. So we are Nature and Sorcerer class. We have a passive of resist healing ailments. This character has innate resistance against status ailments that affect healing. That's fantastic. As we'll see later, she is a healer. We have a passive of boost health on enemy special. When an enemy casts their special skill, this character has a 50% chance to boost this character's health by 100. So that's quite good. Pretty good longevity there, with a bit of extra health every time, or well, half a time when an enemy fires a special. Overall power of 996. We have reasonably looking stats there, and a special skill running at average speed called Invigorating Pollen. So we're boosting health of all allies by 600. Boosted health can exceed max HP, as we know. All allies regenerate 400 boosted health over 4 turns. Boosted health can exceed max HP. All allies get plus 50% attack as long as the caster has boosted health. This effect can't be dispelled. And we're giving an element link which gives all nature allies 20% critical chance for 6 turns. This effect can't be dispelled. So overall, not a bad healer actually. So we're boosting that health by 600. We're then regenerating a little bit of extra health as well. Giving 50% attack as long as we have boosted health, and then the element link to nature. So obviously would be good in a green stack. You know, if you're going the 3 stack to try and kill, not too good there, but if you're adding the 4th to go 4-1 or even a mono team, it would be great to keep the boosted health so you could pair with someone else who is also giving boosted health, or maybe pair with some decent minion summoners to sort of just give that extra protection and keep the boosted health. So overall, not a bad hero for the hero of the month. Not fantastic by any means, but definitely quite decent as far as hero of the month goes. So if you manage to grab this thing, I feel sorry for you having to look at it, but at the same time, it's not too bad a hero. So my overall rating is a moldy sponge. You know what I'm talking about. That sponge that's been left sitting there for months and months. Looks disgusting, smells disgusting, but if needed, it's still going to do what a sponge is supposed to do. And just because I'm a noob and I'm an idiot, I forgot to just quickly check this ether talent, which is a heal increase. So at the start of each battle, this hero gets plus 50% increase for any healing received for 6 turns. In battles with multiple waves, this effect is refreshed at the beginning of each wave. So again, that's just extra health for this lady if you decide to double, well sorry, I shouldn't say lady, I'm not sure what it is, if you double LB. Speaking of being an absolute noob, the channel is quite new. I'd love for your support to help it grow. So gently caress that subscribe button. Although I know it's hard to gently caress anything whilst you're looking at this thing, but do your best. Subscribe, leave me a comment, give me a like, all that jazz. Let's help take this thing beyond the horizon. And next up we have Pip, the new hero in the Goblin summon. Pip is obviously nature. We have a rogue class, which is quite good with the dodge skill, one of my favorites. We have the garrison guard family, so heroes become stronger when teamed with other unique heroes of the same family. So for this type of family, we're getting 1, 2, 3 heroes at the start of the battle. Summons a recruit guard mega minion with 20, 25 or 30% HP and 100%, 120% or 140% attack inherited from this character. So those mega minions are quite good. Gives that extra bit of stamina with the 20% HP if you only have one, and a little bit of attack, so good little bit of protection. We have a passive skill of resist mana reduction. The character has innate resistance against mana reduction. That is always fantastic. And we have a passive of the Guard Rally, which for every 4 turns removes all wither effects from all allies. So that is also a great passive to have against those goblins with Wither, or the other heroes that now also have Wither as well. Overall 1097 power, pretty good stats overall, slightly low on the defense stat. I haven't mentioned the card because it's really not worth mentioning. Looks like he's just stolen some swords off someone, which, you know, not one of my favourite things to do. I love a good sword, so stealing swords is just not on, kids. Don't do drugs. Onto the special skill, we have Reckless Sword Swing. So not only is he stealing those swords, but then he's just, you know, throwing them around, doing whatever he wants with them, running at fast speed. We're dealing 350% damage to the target, deals additional 350% damage to 2 random enemies. All hit targets receive 447 bleed damage over 3 turns, and all enemies take plus 50% increased damage from bleed status ailment for 3 turns. So you're straight up then increasing that bleed. I don't know why they didn't just add it on and just have it as a set thing rather than saying it's adding extra 50%. So yeah, if we add 50%, you're looking at maybe 650 over the 3 turns, so a couple of hundred per turn. It would be overwritten, I guess, or it would also give extra bleed damage if someone else then cast bleed. But unless they're doing a higher bleed damage, it's kind of pointless. So again, I don't know why they didn't just say that it does 650 bleed damage over 3 turns, unless I'm missing something, in which case let me know. Not a bad hero. Could be useful as a part of a green kill team. If you're getting some defense down or elemental defense down before this guy's hit, and then it's great to have that bleed. If you don't quite do enough damage to get the kill, then the next couple of turns you can do the extra damage to kill the enemy. We will throw on the max power. We've got a special boost at the start of each turn. This hero's special skill deals an additional 30% damage for 6 turns. So on fast speed, you know, you might get that every, you know, sort of 50% of the time you're hoping to have your special up by 6 turns. So that's handy to give it a little bit of extra damage. Now, if you get this guy, fantastic. He will do well. Doesn't look to be one of the best heroes out of the portal, but again, every hero has their spot. So my overall rating on this guy is a Temu Peter Pan. Just doesn't really know what it is, a bit half-assed, will probably fail you when you need it, but most of the time will actually do a pretty good job, and most people will say, that's not bad for something from Temu. This random cat now wants you to check out one of my other videos down there.